Alright, I'm gonna tell you a secret. 3 years ago, I looked like this. And if you think it couldn't get any worse, just a year later, I ended up looking like this. So I was really at rock bottom. So if anyone should be giving you bulking advice, I promise you it's me. Since just 1.5 years later, I ended up looking like this, which in my opinion is pretty good for the time that I did it in. So I'm gonna tell you in this video how I bulked from 60 kg on a 6-foot frame all the way up to 75 kg in just a year of pure muscle. Since if you can see in the photo, I'm still a pretty low body fat. So, firstly, I'm going to tell you what you shouldn't do. And mainly it's what everyone tells you to do. You should never dirty bulk. I promise you, it will never end up going in your favor. People who dirty bulk, it's just an excuse that they use since they think that they're going down the right route, but instead they're just becoming fat from eating junk food, donuts, all that. That is the worst situation you can put yourself in, because not only are you still gonna look bad, but also you're gonna have built so many bad habits from eating junk food and all the bad energy that it gives you. So what you should do instead, and this is the first step I'm gonna give you, you need to start going to the gym. A lot of skinny kids, especially me, I thought I didn't need to go to the gym because, well, I thought that the gym really helped you burn fat. So I was like, it might be the worst situation I can put myself in. But instead it was actually the best situation I put myself in. And that's because you're not just going to start going on to the gym. While you go to the gym, I want you to start a lean bulk. If you don't know what a lean bulk is, all that means is whatever you're eating right now, I just want you to eat a tiny bit more than that. And especially if you can, make sure to aim that all of that is just in protein. Since a lot of people, when they say like, okay, I'm gonna eat extra, they're gonna eat like like an extra piece of bread, some more rice, something like that. But I'm talking like an extra chicken breast, maybe an extra 200 grams of beef, ground beef, anything like that. That's how you're gonna get the extra calories in, but also make sure that it's protein. Since especially you're gonna want to make sure that you get a lot of protein in every day. I went from having around like 0.9 grams of protein per kilogram to around 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram, which is what I recommend. That's what I recommend. 1.6 grams of protein. So, what you're gonna want to do is, now that you've started the lean bulk, and I expect you to do this the second you close off this video. Don't procrastinate any longer. If you really are serious about bulking, you need to start now. So you're gonna want to start a lean bulk. Like I said, you're gonna want to eat only good food. I'm talking vegetables, fruits, maybe some rice, some whole grain pasta, but you're gonna want to stop with everything else. I still made the mistake of having bread, which honestly isn't bad if you get whole grain, but try to get rid of all of like white rice, white pasta, white bread, all that. You want to go for whole grain on everything, just because the extra fiber is just nice to have, and it's also higher in calories. Also, if you're trying to bulk, peanut butter is your best friend. If you're allergic to peanut butter, I don't really have a good alternative, but if you search up alternatives, I'm sure you'll find a good one. Peanut butter has literally been my best friend since starting the bulk, and what it has been able to do is not only is it high in calories, but it's also very high in protein. So if you just have like peanut butter on your toast, if you have peanut butter in your smoothies, which is what I like, it is really good. That's really gonna help you bulk up. Also, talking about smoothies, you should really take advantage of them, because smoothies, I'll put a photo of the recipe I use. Smoothies is literally like the best friend to people who are skinny, since it helps you just put on mass so quickly from the amount of calories and protein that are in them. Also, I recommend you get a whey protein powder, since it's just useful to have. And yeah, I can't really argue with anything like that. It is just a useful thing to have. Next, what I want you to do is every month to around like later on in your fitness journey, around 3 months, I want you to take a measuring tape. Like here, I've got it next to my desk always. You're gonna want to take a measuring tape like this, and you're gonna want to measure every part of your body. Not every part of your body, okay, not like that, but like every muscle in your body, your arms, your chest, your shoulders, your legs, your waist, everything. And that's gonna help, show you that you're building mass and that what you're doing is not just useless. Like I said, the main benefit of the lean bulk is you're not gonna put on any fat, but instead you're just gonna put on pure muscle, which is really the perfect situation you're gonna want to be in. Because in my opinion, a physique with with a low body fat percentage where you can still see your abs and all that, that is like the best physique you can get. Because I honestly don't like being in a higher percent body fat percentage. But that's really just me. If that's what you like, then you can go for more extreme bulk. But I still want you to eat healthy because dirty bulks are just going to kill your energy, which is like the main thing you're going to need in the gym. So make sure if you are going to bulk in a high calorie intake, with a calorie intake, make sure that what you're eating is like good and it's not just, giving you empty energy. So those are like the main advice I can give you for bulking. And now let's just get into like the small ones. I already gave you my smoothie recipe, but I'm gonna give you some snacks that I like. Nuts are really good, but I really want you to try to stop drinking milk. Milk, it's really high in protein, which is what I like, but I made the mistake of relying on it too much, which led to me growing a little bit of gyno because milk contains a lot of estrogen, which is gonna make you look more feminine. And as you see in the photos, I looked extremely feminine at the time, with people literally even calling me a girl at times, which really pissed me off. But by getting rid of milk and by just your body producing more testosterone, you're gonna not only become more muscular, but also you're gonna look more masculine. Because if you look in the original photo, I was kind of the opposite of what you would think like a guy with testosterone would look like. So those are some of the main tips I can give you from me personally. But I really recommend that you get your protein in. You go in a small calorie intake, but honestly, just try. It depends on how much exercise you do, because at the time I was also training for a marathon, which I was able to do, so I'm really happy about that. But I had to increase to like 4,000 to 3,000 calories a day, which is really above average. But it was because I was doing so much exercise that I kept on burning all of it, and that's also what helped me stay at a low body fat percentage while still building a lot of muscle. So don't when you're bulking, don't just sit on your ass, or you're just gonna build fat. What you want to do is make sure that all you're building, so while you're bulking, all those calories that are going into your muscle. Because if that's what a lean bulk is for. If you go on a higher calorie bulk, instead of building muscle, you're gonna build extra fat, and that's gonna give you like a higher body fat percentage, which is not really aesthetic in my opinion. But if you go for a lean bulk and all of the extra food you're getting is high in protein, all of that is just gonna get you building like a little bit extra fat, but not enough to notice. But mainly you're gonna be building an insane amount of muscle, which is what you want. So that's all the points I can give you for today. Thank you for watching. If you want more advice on the things that I've learned from my fitness journey, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I hope that this advice can help you, and that you end up going well on your journey.